Sell tickets online, never in the streets. Easiest way to make money. I go to the ticket shop.
Click the link at the top line of the description. Don't wait. All right, so let's get into our topic for today. Yes, you see it. Russell Simmons is suing HBO. Now, we know that Russell Simmons was one of the people that helped build that network with shows like Def Comedy Jam, Def Poetry, but now he's coming after his former partner HBO for $20 million over a documentary that they did on Russell Simmons. Now, this documentary or the court filing was actually filed in Manhattan Supreme Court and is targeting HBO CEO Starkly, Warner Brothers Discovery filmmakers Amy Ziering, Kirby Dick over the 2020 film On the Record. Now, if you didn't see it, I'm not going to say you should go see it. Actually, salute Russell, but I'll get to that later on. It's pretty much a documentary that's centered around Russell being accused by multiple women of sexual misconduct. Now, Simmons pretty much claims, right, that the film damaged his reputation and business interests by presenting a one-sided narrative. Now, he alleges that the filmmakers and HBO ignored and suppressed interviews, polygraph results, statements that have supported his version of events. He also accuses them of deceptive business practices and emotional distress. Now, the lawsuit, this right here is big, right? You don't usually see stuff like this. You usually let stuff ride. I was watching a documentary the other day about Diddy, photos, music, and all, but on Prime. But nevertheless, the lawsuit is also demanding, if he wins, the immediate removal of On the Record from all HBO and Warner Brother platforms, and he is seeking at least $20 million in damages plus legal fees, whatever, 100,000 he spends. Now, Simmons' lawyer. Now we're gonna do our due diligence and give you the whole story, right? Simmons' lawyer, Arman Ansari, argues that the film continued distribution amounts to republication of defamatory content. Now, the complaint states it was pretty much being presented with exploratory material that the filmmakers choose to disregard. They chose to disregard, information that would have, obviously been in his favor. That's what he's pretty much saying. Again, this documentary actually debuted, I think, during the pandemic at the Sundance Film Festival. One key thing, Oprah Winfrey was a part of it, but she actually withdrew and left it alone because, and I quote, citing inconsistencies in the accounts that were presented. Now, let it be noted that Russell Simmons did settle with one of the accusers in November 2023, one of several women that were featured in that film. Now, Simmons entered into a confidentiality settlements with at least 6 women, totaling nearly $8 million. However, Simmons did say, right, I never had a sexual encounter that was non-consensual or lawful, right? And he consistently over the years denied all allegations. Now, also in a lawsuit, Simmons also pointed to support from civil rights leaders and members of Congress who urged the filmmakers to consider additional evidence. He claims their requests were ignored. So Congress people in high positions tried to appeal to HBO, Warner Brothers, and they were definitely ignored. Again, going after them, saying, you guys continue to distribute this internationally, damaging my reputation without providing or giving all facts of the story. Now, he did settle with these women, which is never an admission of guilt, in my opinion. It could be perceived as an admission of guilt. I can see how people can perceive that, whatever the case may be, because it's like, why? But sometimes it's like, all right, look, I got $200 million. I got 20 lawsuits or 10 lawsuits. What can we do? You sue me for 10, you sue me for 20, you sue me for 30, you sue me for 40. let's talk settlement. Let me get this out of my hair. Let's sign an agreement where none of us talk about it. You can't do no books. You can't do no films. I throw you a little bit of cash. Boom. He settled. Doesn't mean that you're guilty at all. It just means that you're counting the cost. You and the plaintiff, the person that's suing you, the one that's accusing you, doesn't want to continue to incur attorney fees at the rate of anywhere from $200 to $500 or $600 per hour. So you renege and you say, all right, let's work this out. We know he moved over to, I think, Bali or whatever the case may be, which looks suspect in my opinion, but somebody else might say it's a strategic, smart move. I'm not going to let these people railroad me over here. I'm not going to be, just because I'm not going to have my sexuality used against me because I slept with a lot of women and a lot of them are accusing me of this. I'm not going to sit here and let y'all just do this. So I'm getting up out of here, whatever the case may be. And he settled and he's moving on. So this right here is, I think, a move that more people should start doing. And I haven't really seen it. I tell you honestly, like, it may have happened before, but over the years, I see us brothers being accused and ignoring. Now brothers is like, hell nah. Even Diddy's like, nah, dog. You want to come at me some outlandish, nefarious lies? I'm taking you to court. You seen Jay-Z do it. You seen Brian McKnight do it. You seen Diddy do it. And now you're seeing Russell Simmons fight back against lies. And I'm telling you, man, one example that people should really glean and look at is the Tasha K situation, right? The Tasha K situation, I think, is an example that all of us need to look at and say, okay, when we're making content, when we're talking about people, let's make sure that we're accurate and let's make sure that we give the full account. And if we do make an omission, an error, a mistake, let's correct it. Let's apologize. Let's correct it and move forward. Because 9 times out of 10, I think if you show sympathy, or not even sympathy, if you show that you're apologetic and you made a mistake, most people will give you grace. But if you want to move maliciously and say, man, F that, I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm moving, I'm going, I don't care what they say, then it can turn into an issue. And then they got their foot on your neck like Cardi B did, and they don't take it off your neck. However, with the situation, it was like a what do they call it? A win, not even a win-win, but a double-edged sword for Tasha K, because even she said she got way more famous, she got globally known because she was in a lawsuit with Cardi B. I'm not trying to be in that. Like, I'm not trying to be paying nobody no millions of dollars, no nothing crazy like that. No, that's not what this is about, bro. Like, so, but that's another thing. So what do you guys think about this? What do you think about Russell Simmons anteing up and saying, look, HBO, you're not going to play with me like this, bro. I'm suing you. I think 20 million is kind of low, but maybe, I don't know why he got that number, whatever the case may be. But if there was information that they left out, if they didn't include the whole story just to kind of shape a narrative and have this documentary get more views and make him look guilty and destroy his image, he's entitled every right, because I don't know what information is out there, but he's entitled every right to do that. Hey, Russell, if you want to come on the podcast and talk, we're open to it. OGOD at hiphopun.com as well. If anybody wants to advertise on this channel, it's OGOD at hiphopun.com. You can hit me right there, Russell. That's for business inquiries. You see it right below. If you want to talk about it, have one of your reps, or if you want to leave a statement, through one of your reps, that's cool. We'll get back to you. But like I said, if anybody wants to advertise on this channel, the advertisement does play before I actually start running my mouth. So hit me up, OGOD at hiphopun.com. I want to hear what you guys got to say, for sure, right? That's for sure. I want to hear what you guys got to say. Also, hit the thumbs up on the video. Hit the thumbs up. I should have said this earlier, but thumbs up the video for your boy. Just thumb it up real quick before you bounce. And I appreciate everybody that listened in. And so next story.